Ooh, what is up, you guys? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys with Dallas Stewart on the speakerphone, back in the comforts of my home, back in Washington State, back in the Pacific Northwest. Dallas, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yep, week 14, we ended with a 500 record. We went 7-7 in week 14, and now it's time to bring on the week 15 picks of the 2025 NFL season. First off, starting it off on Thursday Night Football, we got the Atlanta Falcons going to Tampa Bay to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Falcons last Sunday freaking hung with us for a little bit in the first half, tied at 6, and then after Rashid Shaheed took the second half kickoff back for the touchdowns, it was all Seahawks, and we just pistol whipped the Falcons in the second half. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, what the heck happened to Tampa against the Saints, man? That one was quite a surprise.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Tyler Shuck played one of his best games, and Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers just came out absolutely flat against the New Orleans Saints. And Falcons already mathematically eliminated from playoff contention, and Tampa Bay still fighting to win the South now because they got to try to keep Carolina off their hair. So, oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Tampa Bay to bounce back though.
Yeah, give me Tampa Bay to bounce back as well and get to 8-6. Uh, I can't see them having back to getting upset by inferior teams back to back weeks, especially with Carolina on their heels in the NFC South.
Yeah, Carolina is right on their rear, and things are getting interesting in the NFC South race because of that.
Yeah.
All right, up next we got AFC North rivalry. We got the Baltimore Ravens going to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. The Ravens lost to the Steelers last week, and the Bengals had a big lead on Buffalo. And then Josh Allen took matters into his own hands and willed the Bills to victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh man, Bengals. We all saw what happened a couple weeks ago on Thanksgiving against the Baltimore Ravens, where Lamar and them just came out absolutely flat in Joe Burrow's return game, and he freaking just smoked the Ravens. But man, this is gonna. Who knows what happens this time around, though? This time the game's in Cincinnati. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Cincinnati Bengals to complete the sweep of the Ravens. Surprisingly.
Uh, is it? I'm gonna go with Baltimore. They still have they still have a lot on the line.
Yeah, they do have a
I,
long.
I can't see them getting swept.
Yeah, but I
They
cannot.
lost two division games in a row. They really need this one to keep pace with
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but this could start to
I
slide out
think
of hand.
Cincinnati just kind of the only thing they really can do now is play spoiler. They're just kind of playing out the string. I gotta go with Baltimore because there's more on the line.
There's a lot more on the line for Baltimore too, but to be honest, the Ravens have looked sus a lot this year.
Yeah,
So if they fall for a trap here with Cincy, I would not be surprised. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna roll the dice on Cincinnati to complete the sweep. It will be interesting.
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see though. So definitely one to keep an eye out for on the 10 a.m. slate this week around. All right, up next we got the Las Vegas Raiders going to Philadelphia to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. The Raiders got absolutely rolled by the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, oh man, Philly, the defending champs, are absolutely falling apart. Four interceptions last night for freaking Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
What is going on with the defending champs this year, man? They freaking blew it and lost in overtime to the Los Angeles Chargers, man. Just Philadelphia. They're not the same team that they were last year. They're losing it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and pick them because just because they're playing the Raiders. So give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I got the Eagles big. Um, they need to get it going. And I believe it starts this week. The Raiders are just an absolute mess.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. Up next, we got the Arizona Cardinals going to Houston to take on the Houston Texans. The Cardinals got absolutely obliterated by the Rams as expected for the lock of the week last week. And the Houston Texans took down the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. What a game that was, and what a roll of the dice we did on that one, taking the Texans in that one. And the Texans did not let us down.
Yeah,
And now because of that Texans win, it's pretty much secured Denver the AFC West.
yeah,
But Houston Texans, their defense is just balling out, and CJ Stroud's playing pretty good right now. And Arizona, well, as expected, they're pretty much done. You gotta expect a lot of crazy things from them this offseason, but that's why the Cardinals are the ass of the NFC West. Give me the Houston Texans to take care of their business against the Cardinals, and the Cardinals, if when they lose to the Texans, the Cardinals would have gotten swept by the entire AFC South because of their loss to Tennessee. Give me the Houston Texans.
yeah. Give me the Houston to keep it rolling and win their, I believe, sixth in a row. Since that 3-5 start, Arizona's mailed it in. I mean, the U-Haul trucks are out front. They're just waiting. They're just ready for the season to be over, and they're making their plans to Cancun.
They are, and probably to kick freaking Gannon to the curb, and of course their offensive coordinator Petzing, who they all hate. All right, up
Yeah,
next we got the Los Angeles Chargers going to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Rematch of Week 1. Chargers coming off of that big win against the Eagles, but we all saw what happened in Sao Paulo, Brazil in Week 1. Chiefs losing to the Houston Texans, and Chiefs are in danger of watching the playoffs from the couch for the first time in a long, long time. Since 2014, you said, right?
yeah. It was 2014.
Yeah. Oh man, Justin Herbert did his thing, and the Chargers defense just really got after Hurts, forcing 4 interceptions. And I like the way the Chargers are looking. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Los Angeles Chargers to complete the sweep of the Chiefs. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but give me the Chargers to complete the sweep.
Yeah, give me the Chargers as well to drop Kansas City to 6-8 and push them even closer to the brink of elimination from the playoffs. The Chiefs, they showed no sense of urgency last Sunday night in a must-have game. Just so many self-inflicted wounds. They've just been off all year. It's just not been their year.
It definitely is not. And I think a lot of America's going to be pretty happy if they're sitting on their couches come playoff time. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Just, it is falling apart, and who knows, we might be seeing the end of their dynasty. All right, up next, we got the game that will decide the AFC East. We got the Buffalo Bills going to New England to take on New England Patriots. Bills were down for a little while against the Cincinnati Bengals, and then Josh Allen put the Superman cape on and did his thing and ran all over the Cincinnati Bengals, won them the victory. James Cook did not have his best game. He lost a fumble in the red zone, which the Bengals recovered. But like I mentioned, Buffalo was just able to get back on it and win the game. Meanwhile, the New England Patriots are coming off of their bye week where they smoked the Giants on Thursday night football a couple weeks ago,
yeah.
which was, I think that was before. Wait, was that before we played? That was before we played the Vikings, right?
Yeah, wasn't that week?
Week 13,
You're talking about
when the Patriots beat the Giants. Yeah, it was week 13.
week 13. Oh, yeah, on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, Patriots just handled it with ease, and we did our. Hence, we were able to do the week 14 picks early during that Monday night game. And, oh man, this is crazy, man. Just Buffalo's starting to get hot again and get back to it. Meanwhile, the Patriots, only 2 losses this year. I still can't believe the Patriots lost to the freaking Raiders this year.
Yeah, me either.
This is a tough one, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and who you want to go first? I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
I'm gonna go Buffalo to get the split.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
They need this one to even have a shot at chasing down New England.
Yeah. If the Patriots sweep them, then that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna go Buffalo as well, just for that very reason too. Just oh man, because Josh Allen's starting to get hot again.
It might not matter if the Bills win. They might still not be able to track them down because
No,
I think they'd still be 2 games behind them.
I agree. All right. Up next, we got the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars took down Indianapolis and rolled them with ease, ending Daniel Jones's season on that torn Achilles, which was very unfortunate. Non-contact injury for Daniel Jones. And the New York Jets got absolutely rolled over and slaughtered by the Miami Dolphins. Give me Jacksonville. Lock of the week. Dallas?
Yeah, give me Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Who are they playing again?
The Jets.
Oh yeah, give me Jacksonville. That's real. Jacksonville's starting to round into form. They're starting to look better.
Are you going to go lock of the week?
You know what? Yeah, lock of the week, I guess.
Yeah, because the Jets are obviously one of the worst teams in the league, so
Yeah.
pretty easy decision on that. All right, up next we got the Washington Commanders going to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. The Commanders got shut out by the Minnesota Vikings and just shut down Jaden Daniels for the year. Why'd you even have him play again? Just shut him down for the year and don't chance any further injury or risk to your future.
Yeah, no, coaching malpractice again by Dan Quinn.
Yeah, and the Giants, obviously, like we mentioned before, coming off of the bye week where they got smoked by the New England Patriots. Oh man, it's crazy to think that after we shut out the Vikings, then the Vikings pitch a shutout on the Commanders. That's just crazy to think. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
This is the toilet bowl of the week.
yeah, give me the Commanders to take down the Giants on this one.
Yeah, give me Washington as well to complete the sweep because they played back in week one. I
Yeah,
don't think the Giants are going to want to hurt their draft position because right now
they got
they
the
have the
right pick.
number one pick, and I don't think that they're going to want to jeopardize that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, especially since the Titans pulled an upset win last week over the Cleveland Browns in the toilet bowl.
Yeah,
All right. Up next, we got the Cleveland Browns going to Chicago to take on the Chicago Bears. The Bears, man, crazy game against Green Bay, but just could not get it done. I rolled the dice on Chicago too. So, what happened with the Bears? Caleb Williams and they just some bad decisions, especially on the last fourth down play, trying to go for the end zone, throwing that interception. I would have tried to just get the first down and then try to go for the end zone.
yeah.
Yeah, and the Cleveland Browns, man, falling to the Tennessee Titans. Yeah. Hey, this is easy. Give me Chicago. Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago to bounce back after that tough loss in Green Bay last week. The Browns are just dreadful. When you lose to, in my opinion, uh, the worst team in the league, you truly have no hope.
Exactly. All right, up next we got NFC South rivalry. We got the Carolina Panthers going to New Orleans to take on the New Orleans Saints. The Saints pulling that surprising upset win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Carolina Panthers are coming off of their bye week where before that they took down and stunned the Los Angeles Rams at home.
Yeah,
Which Carolina, they have a chance in the South, maybe, depending on what else happens the rest of the way with the Buccaneers, but they got a shot.
yeah,
Don't overlook the Carolina Panthers. I know they lost to the Saints earlier this year too. That was they were one of their losses. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Carolina to split the series to split with the Saints this time. I'm taking the Panthers.
yeah. I'm taking the Panthers as well to get the split, and I think I'm gonna be right. Hopefully, I'm right this year. This time, this would be the second time if they win that I've picked them. Because I've picked them like like 3 other times and they've lost.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right.
they better not let me down.
Yeah, they better not let me down either. All right, up next we got the Detroit Lions going to LA to take on the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams obviously annihilated the Cardinals in our lock of the week pick last week, and the Detroit Lions took care of their business with the Cowboys. Granted, they kind of let them hang around, but ultimately pulled away with ease. Ended up winning that one 44-30.
Yeah.
And I had that check mark in pretty early on that one too. And I remember I was watching that at the Fellowship Cigar Bar, Cam Newton spot in Atlanta. Surprised that they actually let Dallas hand around that one because they were smoking them earlier in that one. But I think the Lions still have some injuries to their defense. But despite that, Jared Goff and that Lions offense, they're starting to come back to life and they are just rolling. Where the Rams, despite losing to Carolina, they had a cupcake last week against the Arizona Cardinals compared to when they laid that egg to the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Lions in the last couple of seasons, they've had the Rams number, including that starting with that wild card win in 2023 and then beating them in week one of the 2024 season. And
Yeah.
with the way that Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery are running Sonic and Knuckles, that Lions offense goes through the running game.
Yeah.
Solid running game, and then Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and do they have Sam Laporta back yet?
I don't know.
But the only weakness I'd say for the Lions right now is their defense with some of the
Yeah.
injuries they have. Granted, still having Aiden Hutchinson is huge, but I just think the Lions and the Rams obviously just still rolling and right now having the 1 seed because the Bears blew that game to the Green Bay Packers. But this game could potentially shift the entire NFC playoff picture this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? But you know something? Man, who? I'm gonna go ahead and I might take a shot on an. I think this is the week to go with an upset.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a shot. Now this could go either way, but I'm gonna roll the dice and I'm gonna go Detroit Lions for an upset over the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Detroit as well. They need this game to keep pace in the NFC North. I mean, it should be a shootout. The Rams are going to want to keep pace with us depending on what we do in our game. But before that big Thursday night showdown next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems like the Lions have had the Rams number in recent years, and I think it continues.
Lions, do us a favor, please. Oh
Because
man.
right now, the Lions are actually on the outside looking in at
Yes,
8-5.
they are.
Because Chicago has that final wild card spot, and San Francisco has the second wild card spot
Yeah.
at 9-4. That's how good the NFC is this year.
Yeah, especially how good our division is.
Yeah,
All right. Up next, we got the Indianapolis Colts coming to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Colts getting waxed by the Jacksonville Jaguars and losing Daniel Jones for the year on a non-contact Achilles tear. And now pretty much it's crazy. They're trying to go for Philip Rivers to bring him out of retirement. What the heck? Indy, just you're done. Just give up on that one. Meanwhile, the Seattle Seahawks, first half, see, but then second half, all Seahawks. Our offense just unleashed hell on the Falcons and blew them out 37-9. Rashid Shaheed's first kickoff return in his career for a touchdown and first touchdown as a Seattle Seahawk. JSN, 2 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. And our defense forcing 3 turnovers. And Nick Emenwari had his coming out party in Atlanta.
yeah,
Blocked a field goal, had a sack, an interception, tackle for loss, and man, he was freaking killing it in this game, man. Man, I still think we're gonna see Philip Rivers, but I don't see the Colts as much of a threat now, man. Oh man, I if we just now we just need to have a fast start on offense and get a fast start in the first half. Put our foot on their throats and don't give them any life at all. That's all I gotta say because the Colts right now look dead. Give me the
they're
Sea,
re- they're reeling right now.
give me the Seahawks big in this one. And that's going to be my other lock of the week. I'm taking the Seahawks in a lock again.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Seahawks in a lock. The Colts are just in shambles right now. God, 3 weeks ago, this looked like it was gonna be a really tough game. Boy, how things have changed.
Yeah.
Um, I think they did sign Phil Rivers to their
They did.
practice squad. It'd be amazing if they added him to the active roster.
They probably are,
And
but
he might start against us. Which, if he does, he wouldn't be eligible for the Hall of Fame till 2031
yeah, exactly.
because
But
he's eligible for the Hall of Fame next year.
yeah, it's like I don't even get why he would even want to even try it again with all the kids he has now too, you know?
Yeah, and I wonder like what he has left in the tank.
Probably nothing. So we better fricking just smoke them. All right, up next we got the Green Bay Packers going to Denver to take on the Broncos. The Packers take down the Chicago Bears at home in Lambeau Field, 28-21. They had to fight it out with the Chicago Bears, but the Packers, I think they was that the first you said that was the first time they played the Bears this year, right?
Um, yeah,
Yeah, because they still got to play Chicago one more
they
time.
play him next week. They play him next week.
Yeah, and the Broncos freaking took care of their business with ease against the Las Vegas Raiders. And the
Yeah,
Broncos,
like seven. I allowed like 10 garbage points. That final score was really misleading.
yeah, and the Broncos are on freaking a 10-11 game win streak right now. The Broncos are just rolling right now. And
Yeah,
you know something? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Denver to keep it rolling and hand Green Bay and L in the mile high. So give me the Broncos. I've been impressed with what they've done.
yeah. This is a tough one actually, but I'm gonna go with Denver because of that defense.
Yeah.
But Green Bay's starting to round into form.
They really are, especially after that win against the Bears. But also, forgot to mention this on the Seahawks. The Seahawks have gone back-to-back games not allowing a touchdown.
Yeah,
Forgot to mention that on the Seahawks one. But yeah, you're right. Green Bay's definitely starting to come into form a bit.
32 rematch.
Exactly. That's right. Elway versus Favre from 1997
In my
season.
opinion, this should have been the Sunday night game.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we got the Tennessee Titans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are coming off of their bye, where before that they took down the Cleveland Browns, and the Tennessee Titans are coming off of a win over the Cleveland Browns, their second win of the year, and jeopardized their chance of going back-to-back years with the number one pick in the draft, which now the New York Giants hold, as you said earlier. So give me the 49ers. This is easy. Too easy.
Yeah, give me the 49ers to get to 10-4. Tennessee's not going to want to hurt their draft position even more. I can't see them. I can't see them pulling off this one.
Nah. All right, up next we got Sunday Night Football. We got the Minnesota Vikings going to Dallas to take on the Dallas Cowboys. The Minnesota Vikings shut out the Washington Commanders. We whiffed badly on that one, especially after the Vikings got shut out by us the week prior to that, and then they shut out a team. Dang, when's the last time that's ever happened in the NFL?
I don't know.
And then the Dallas Cowboys, well, they got smoked by the Detroit Lions. Nice little effort, but it pretty much was all for nothing. Detroit was just way too much for them. But
Yeah,
oh man, JJ McCarthy, like I mentioned, Vikings just absolutely rolled the Commanders. Justin Jefferson, they were able to get something going with McCarthy being back now, but Dallas Cowboys, I just right now I think they're better than them. Like Max says, when in doubt, go with the home team. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Dallas Cowboys to roll the Vikings in this one. So I'm gonna go Cowboys.
yeah. Give me Cowboys to bounce back. And end the Vikings' very slim playoff chances. That was a nice win last week against Washington, but they were playing a really depleted team.
That's right. All right, and last but not least, Monday Night Football. We got the Miami Dolphins going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Dolphins steamrolled the Jets, and the Steelers with a surprise upset win over the Baltimore Ravens. Where prior to that, the week before that, the Steelers fans were chanting "Fire Mike Tomlin," which I'm pretty sure they still want Tomlin gone, despite a potential chance of them being in the playoffs and potentially winning the AFC North. Surprise, surprise. But with old man Aaron Rodgers, and they just freaking the defense man just got after Lamar Jackson, made some key stops. That crazy play on Isaiah Likely, where I thought this one, looking at that, Ravens maybe gotten screwed out of a touchdown on that one.
Yeah,
And you saw the highlights of that one, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Steelers to get another one here over Miami. So give me Pittsburgh.
Yeah, give me Pittsburgh, I guess, to get it done at home, and really kind of put a dent in the Miami's playoff chances. Miami's played really well after that like 1-4 start.
They really
I'll
have.
give them credit. I think McDaniel is coming back now,
Yeah. Oh, maybe who knows if Miami could.
which I think Dolphins fans, a lot of them are going to be happy about that.
Yeah, but let's see if the Dolphins could do something to maybe somewhat stay alive. But I don't see it here on this one. And
No,
these
I
are,
think the weather is going to, that cold weather is going to have an impact.
yeah,
Miami does not do well in cold weather.
they don't. And those are our Week 15 picks. Buccaneers over Falcons. Dallas and I split on the Ravens and Bengals. I'm taking one more shot on Cincinnati. He's taking a shot on the Dallas is going Ravens. Eagles over Raiders, Texans over Cardinals, Chargers over Chiefs, Bills over Patriots, Jaguars in the lock of the week over the Jets, Commanders over Giants, Bears over Browns, Panthers over Saints, Lions with an upset over the Rams, Seahawks in a lock, another lock of the week, locking the Seahawks over the Colts, Broncos over Packers, Niners over Titans, Cowboys over Steelers, and Cowboys over Vikings and Steelers over Dolphins. And these are the picks. Drop your picks down below and let's see if we can do better than 500 than what we did last week. Granted, we have
Yeah.
a split this time, so let's see. No more bye weeks though, so no one's on a bye, so let's see what happens. Catch y'all later. Go Hawks.